What's up, guys? Welcome to the Got Me in the Chokehold podcast. This is your boy Kenny,
And this is Alvin.
and we're on episode, I believe,
8.
We're on 8, and we just want to continue to say thank you for the support, guys. Thank you for subscribing, checking out our reels, our TikToks.
But people are getting tired of the lovey-dovey shit, bro. They want to know like
They want to know the
dark side.
What? The
dark side of a relationship.
Okay, so we're not doing lovey-doveys, the good things anymore. I feel like we've been doing the what's it called? The cycle. You know, like we went from the honeymoon, the trying to get their number, right, to the
being in a relationship,
and now the breakup. Oh, dude.
The part no one wants to talk about.
No one ever wants to talk about it.
No.
But lucky for you guys, I'm vulnerable as hell. The breakup. I guess the question to start off with is the breakup is, how do you handle it? But that also correlates with how long you've been with them. Right. What else? What other factors?
So when Kenny first moved into this house, I gave him a rule, right? Do you still remember the rule?
I actually, remind me, please. I don't remember.
So I genuinely believe that to bounce back from something, you've been with that person for a year. It takes half the time that you've been with them to get over them officially.
I know that, but what was the rule though?
That's the rule. To like just wait it out. Like don't jump into like something else, or just love yourself for those moments so that you could really appreciate the next relationship that you go into. And I still think that's the rule, but I think like it has some like to an extent, right? If you've been with someone for 8 years, it doesn't mean you take 4 years to get over someone.
But
you know what I mean?
But here's the crazy thing. So my last relationship, it's weird. I would say it was between 5 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's been 3 years now, so I hold that rule to heart.
And you didn't even know about it. It was like kind of like just subconscious, right? You were just doing yourself. And
yeah, I knew the whole like it takes half of the time to heal. I knew that part, but I didn't know that my time was not my time was up, but I did my, I guess, time.
You paid your dues.
I paid my dues. I paid my healing dues and everything.
Yeah, and you can't combine the experience of loving yourself with the experience of loving someone else. So say like if I was with a girl for a year, those 5 months is for me to love me. And then after that, I think I can slowly open up and start appreciating and caring for someone else.
So if you're with a girl for one year, right? Do you still kind of follow the whole like takes 6 months?
I think it takes 5 to 6 months. Yeah,
5 to 6 months. But if you've been with them for 8 years, it's not truly 4 years, right?
No, I don't think so.
It can be sooner because 4 years, like, because you're just wasting a lot of time at that point. Like, let's say you're 30.
Yeah.
Like, like me, right? Say you're 30 and like you just got out of an 8-year relationship. So like from when I was 22 to 30.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait till I'm 34. You know?
No. So what is that? I mean, there's no right or wrong, right? But to you, if you were in an 8-year relationship and you've been through breakups, you've been through the bounce backs and everything, you've been in love, how long would it take you to bounce back?
8 weeks. I'm just kidding. 8 years?
2 months?
8 weeks.
Damn.
If I was in a relationship for 8 years, a lot of factors play in it, right? How did you break up?
Yeah.
If let's say your partner cheated,
that's true.
You for sure will walk away like much quicker, in my honest opinion. If I catch my partner of 8 years or whatever long time cheating, oh man, like yeah, I would move on way quicker. But like I hope my next relationship isn't like payback. Yeah. You know, that's the same thing as like rebound. That's the same thing as getting into a relationship really fast. Heal. But I don't know how long. I wouldn't say for sure not 4 years.
I think you're right. I think depending on the experience, why you broke up and the trauma, that's gonna really determine how long you're gonna bounce back.
So then let's make it neutral. Let's make it mutual.
Oh, it's a mutual breakup.
Yeah. So let's just put it that way. So we have like a baseline. if it was a mutual breakup, then yeah, I wouldn't say 4 years, but I would say at least 2 years.
Whoa.
Maybe a year and a half.
I was gonna say a year. A year is pretty solid.
I think a year is good, but within this year, like really heal. Like don't fuck.
Like you mean like don't mess around?
Would you mess around?
If you're trying to properly heal, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I would still go out to clubs. I would still go out to bars with my friends, but I wouldn't approach.
You wouldn't approach, but what if a girl approaches you? Would you entertain it, or would you not?
Would it be wrong to? I mean, not wrong, but like tell them like, hey, this is good. Like I like you. You're awesome. You're good. To hang out with, but you want to add that, but. Mm-hmm. Or depending how long you've been healing, like I just got out like an 8-year.
I wouldn't. Oh.
Wait. Well, that was.
You want bitches or you don't? I'm just kidding.
that will steer them away, right?
I think that your delivery was horrible.
Oh. Hey, can I buy you a shot?
I think where I would come from, like the place that I would come from, would just be like, hey, like. You know, I'm having a great time. You seem like a dope person. Would love to get to know you better, but just a heads up, like I just got out of a relationship.
And I'm okay.
That's it.
Don't even say the number.
No,
because they'll be like,
give me too much. He's just barely found out what your name was, what you do, or where you're from. That's it.
I learned that oversharing is on the bad side.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is that? In your opinion? Because to me, I love to overshare.
Maybe we know, Kenny. We know.
No, like I don't know. Like even on the first date, I share a lot of things.
Yeah,
and I think that's just because I fuck with you. I'm vibing with you, and I trust you, and I'm putting my guard down. I think that's a good sign, but I guess it depends on the vibe. If she's not sharing as much as you are, then you kind of get that signal. Like don't share as much.
I agree. I think oversharing is okay with friends, but when you're first getting to know someone, I think there's a little bit of an excitement in mystery too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, but obviously, like you want to create depth and layers with the beginning of a relationship. If it's someone that you actually value and want to see, or you see a future with.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think there's only 2 times that I can envision oversharing a bad thing. And that's the beginning of a relationship and during a negotiation.
Oh, during a negotiation.
Yeah, like buying your house, buying a car, buying something, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So going back to how do you cope with the breakup?
How do I cope with breakups?
Try to relate. I don't know. Give the audience like how long you've been like. Give some examples of your past relationships.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure, like even if the relationship was short, you can still heal longer than that.
100%. Just depending on how much the different factors and how much you love that person.
Yeah.
I think there's a truth to that. But you know what I also heard? Is that girls get over guys a lot faster because by the time you break up, they've already checked out.
Yeah. So, for example, I've heard stories where like a relationship where the girl's just tired of the guy like not giving what she needs, but she wants to stay and fight, right? But then he keeps on having these habits. He doesn't fix them. He continues to just be the same person and not being better. Yeah. And when she realizes that, like she's slowly checking out before the relationship ends. Mm-hmm. So while she's checking out, while she's walking away, by the time they break up, she checked out. She's gone. Yeah. While the other partner is like oblivious.
You're blindsided.
Mm-hmm. You know, we're like they were just in a relationship, like they didn't think about checking out, and then when they break up, they get it hits them harder. Yeah. You know, and then the females, they move on.
And I've been there, you know, like for my job, I need to be an extrovert. I need to meet people. I need to talk to people and build relationships. And so when I do that all day and I come home, I like just shut down. You know what I mean? Like I just want some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about anyone's day. And so in my previous relationship, that was a common problem. It's like, why don't you want to talk to me? Like you talk to everyone all day. And when we're out on the weekend, you talk to people. You talk to your friends. You talk to your family. How come you can't give me the same energy? And to me, I'm like, I show love different. Like just spending quality time with you, just laying here watching the movie with you is my way of showing love, you know, in that moment, at that moment. But you know what? She kept on telling me that. And it never clicked into my head until the talk happened when she was like, hey, I gotta talk to you about something. Like, hey, like, I feel like you're so checked out when we're spending time together. And it kind of made me like check out too. You know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa. Like, and that, out of all the times she told me, that was the first time that I actually heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was blindsided, even though I shouldn't have been, because I should have heard her the entire time.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes when you're in love and you're a guy, you just kind of believe in that unconditional love factor. And you're like, it's okay. Like they could see that I'm loving them in other languages and other ways, you know?
Yeah. And that's the hard part because I said this previously a long time ago, but I'm learning to love someone or like a future partner or a partner that I love them for how they want to be loved. Not how you want to be loved. So see how you're like quality time, right? Like you just want to go home and you just want to do your thing. That's how you want to be loved though. But that's not how they want to be loved, you know? Because like just because you like the quality time, they're like, I want more than that. I want the conversation.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna like in order to make it work, you have to accommodate to that.
Yeah, and that was a very young Alvin. So like now I'm right out. You hit it like right there. Like the way I display love is how you want to be loved, because that's how you're gonna receive it, and that's how you're gonna appreciate it more. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, you're just gonna have to figure out communication, right? With like, hey, like how do you want to be loved? Yeah.
Let me ask you this though: perfect girl. But the way that she wants to be loved, you have a hard time showing that love.
But perfect girl?
Perfect girl. Would you be able to acclimate to her needs, or would you be like, I keep trying, but it's never enough for you? Because she keeps on bringing it up like, hey, I see what you're doing, but what you're doing is not enough. Like, I need more quality time, or I need more gifts, or I need more physical touch. And you're like, dude, we've been cuddling all day. Like, what else? What more do you need? You know?
I will tell you right off the bat, my weakest love language is gifts.
Gift giving.
Gift giving.
In the sense that it's like poorly executed, or you just don't like to buy gifts, or
I think because I think of like money, you know, because I'm not a nurse yet. Right?
Yeah.
I can't keep buying.
I don't have the luxury to just buy you anything that you want.
Yeah.
I feel
all
that.
the time. You know, I can't do that. I mean, I'll do, I have enough, obviously like within a budget is dinner, a nice dinner here and there.
And some good dick.
Is that gift giving? Flowers.
The gift that keeps on giving.
It's an unlimited gift. It's always a gift. You cannot say no to that gift. And the only thing you need to pay is energy.
Yeah, it's like at the grocery store when the sale is too good. It's like limit one per transaction. Yeah. You're getting dick once a day. That's all you're gonna get.
It's because it takes a lot of energy.
Hell yeah,
it takes a lot of energy
to be passionate and to be like
putting the work in.
Yeah. I feel that.
Have you had like makeup sex? Like, let's say like you and your partner like break up. But it's like it wasn't like a legit breakup. It was like
I'm mad at you.
Yeah, like you know what? Let's break up. You know, and then like y'all break up, and then like when y'all make up, like
because like they're coming back, and you know that you're coming back as well. Yeah.
And then like the sex happens, the makeup sex.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Never done it.
What?
Yeah. I never had that. Like, I'm breaking up with you and then break up and then. Because, like, yeah, in my past relationship, like, we never broke up.
Your 5 or 6 year relationship, it wasn't on and off?
No.
What about, like, after a heated argument? Like, there wasn't a breakup, but there was an argument. It's like, oh, let me make it up to you, you know?
I'm thinking real hard. I think it wasn't right away, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you get in a heated argument.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you know what? Let me make it up to you. It wasn't like that. It was a heated argument. Let it cool down. Talk about it. And then, like, later on that night.
Yeah. I want to put a disclaimer out that I'm not toxic, but...
A disclaimer that he is.
I've been in situations where we're just, like, fighting, and it's getting pointless.
And then you're just doing it there?
And then I just flip the switch. I'm like, hey, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. Like, it's already happened. You know I love you so much, and, like, we can get through this, you know?
Damn.
And then you just grab her,
and that's it.
You start kissing her.
Just be like, you know what? Let me eat your ass.
No. No, that's why we got into the argument. I'm just kidding.
We're serious right now. Why would you just want to eat my ass?
But yeah, it's like in that moment, like it's like who gives up first, right? Because arguments is always about pride. Yeah. It doesn't really matter like what you're arguing about. At the end of the day, it should be you and your partner against the world, against the universe.
Against the problem.
Yeah, against the problem. Why are we against each other?
Exactly.
Why are we trying to prove like who's right, who's wrong?
But like, I wish I learned all of this. I wish I knew all of this when I was younger.
Yeah, and no one teaches you this.
No one. Right? And like and then being like so long in a relationship, like you just like, damn, like I wish I knew all of this when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, communicate better, you know?
Yeah.
Or understand that like why are we fighting against each other? Like let's look at the problem and see how we can fix it.
But you know what's crazy is hypothetically, even if classes or the school system has a class just like sexual education, has a class about like coping mechanism, argumentative studies or whatever, like
I mean,
we at that age would not have taken it seriously or might not even taken the class.
They do have classes like that. I mean, just any communications would have that, but not relationship though.
Right.
They were talking to. It's crazy how they have communication with family, with. I guess I don't know what else. It was just like how to talk. Like they'll give you like different communication styles. Yeah,
work structure, work environment.
But they never talk about relationships.
Yeah,
and I think it's because it's so broad.
It is.
You cannot. I don't think you can. Like there are a bunch of books out there about relationship, but it's like, it's so broad. Like these people are just when they talk about it, it's just that topic.
Yeah, because every single girl that I've dated has been a different experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Different arguments, different styles of arguments, different
love language, everything.
Yeah,
different ways when they get mad at you, different ways when you get mad at them, different everything.
Yeah, so like how could you learn all the different styles? You know,
it's just if it clicks, it clicks.
That's true.
That's why when they say like, that's why this is one thing that I can never wrap myself around is whenever you ask people like, oh, like, you know, how'd you meet or how did you know? And they always answer, or not always, but the cliche answer is, when you know. Right? And that's just, I think that's translates to we clicked.
Mm-hmm.
Our love language, our communication,
it's effortless.
Yeah, it just clicks.
Yeah.
And that's what they meant when they say, when you know. Right? Like straight out the bat, a few months in, you just click with them.
Yeah.
But that could be a phase.
That's true. I saw on this Instagram post, and a way to kind of cool down. Like, I don't know if you're very like a angry or heated person, but for me, like I can get pretty heated pretty fast. And it's even worse when it's like in the hot weather, like when it's hot.
Yeah.
Or like when your car, like my old car didn't have AC, so like every time like we would get into an argument, and there was like a hot summer day and there's no AC, it would piss me off.
It's just like the little things would just push your
just
button.
trigger me like immediately.
I think we had a Alvin and I went to go eat lunch earlier, and I was telling him like, hey, what do you think about fish tanks? And he's like, oh, they're cool, but like I wouldn't get it. And just what he said about the hot weather is the same thing with if you guys know anything about aquariums, they have the little trickling waterfall. I don't know why I did that voice. But he says like
It's like someone taking a piss all night.
Yeah, like when he's trying to sleep or something, like, and he hears that, it's gonna piss him off. So I feel like I can just imagine it. Okay, everybody, imagine this. Okay, close your eyes. This is what we're gonna do. Alvin comes home from work and he's mad, right? He's upset. He just got in an argument with his girl too, and then he wants to sit on his couch. He sits down and then let's imagine there's a aquarium right there, and all he hears the water flowing. He'd be like, "Fucking aquarium."
Yeah, punch the wall.
Punch a wall or something.
I've never punched the wall before. Have you?
I have, but I haven't. Not hard enough to like punch it through. But
Out
I
of
punched the
anger?
wall. Yeah, out of anger. I was really frustrated.
You punched the wall and didn't get your hand through it,
No,
and you tried your hardest.
I held back.
Oh, so it's just kind of like to display emotion, right?
Yeah, it was to display how frustrated I was.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yeah, it was bad. If I didn't hold back, obviously, I think it would have made a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
I've actually never punched a wall.
No.
I've thrown a water bottle onto the floor.
Water bottle. What have I done?
But
no.
Yeah, I don't think my anger issues is like to that extent where I'm gonna harm the people around me or harm like my surrounding.
Dude, I guess I remember getting so frustrated. I just walk away, man.
Yeah, sometimes at this age it's better to walk away.
I just walk away. I go for a drive, if anything. But that's also dangerous too.
Yeah.
Because like you're driving with like an emotion where it's just uncontrollable.
You're like not in the right state of mind.
Yeah. So even driving, hopefully, I mean, I wish we lived closer to the beach.
Yeah.
Where I can just do a short drive to like seaside or any beach with a boardwalk.
Yeah.
And then just like, go to the end of the boardwalk and then kind of just reflect. But we live like so far, at least no traffic, at least 20 minutes.
To the beach?
Yeah, going south, no?
Nah, 15 minutes.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you drive it. I was going to expose you. What car you drive? A Ferrari.
A Lamborghini.
No, I mean, your car has a really good speed and acceleration. Like, my car, I have a V4.
No,
so you can hear
when I had a Honda Civic, I still drove to the beach just fine.
Oh.
15 minutes. No traffic. Like at nighttime? Like at 1 or 2 a.m.? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe I'm just driving slow.
You're just going down...
Beach.
No, go down Brookhurst or go down Magnolia.
Oh, yeah, Magnolia or Brookhurst or something. But if you want to go closer to the boardwalk, I think it's Beach Boulevard.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. So that Instagram video basically said to avoid heated arguments or to avoid saying something that you don't mean, when you're in that moment and you're arguing with that person and it's yelling back and forth, close your eyes, take a breath, and imagine yourself at the age of 80 with that person. Ooh. And imagine that what you're seeing is just kind of like a memory.
Yeah.
Like you're going through a time machine and you're looking at, young Alvin and Kenny.
Yeah.
And remember that in this little tiny moment, it might seem big, but you guys have a whole life together. Mm-hmm. So, like, by just envisioning that's just going to calm you down. And you're not going to say anything that you won't mean because it just reminds you that you have so much love and there's just so much lifetime for you and that person.
Yeah. On top of being careful what you say, once you say it, you can't take it back. It's already been heard. You heard, like, even though, like, if you keep it to yourself, it'll be in your mind, but it'll pass.
Yeah.
Versus once you say it, it's like you both heard it.
Yeah.
And you both will remember it because she's not gonna forget.
Yeah, and she could get self-conscious about that too. Whatever you're saying.
Because like there are things where my ex would say something to me, and to this day, it actually lives rent free in my head. No, it really does. It lives rent free.
Is there like one thing that you could think of that you could share with everyone, or is it too personal?
It's personal because it involves my dad.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say dick. Small dick, bitch.
Needle dick. No, it actually involves my dad. Yeah, it involves my
That's
dad.
fucked up.
Yeah, like after, yeah, it was, and it's always in my head.
Yeah.
Like I can't erase it. Like I need one of those Men in Black pens.
Yeah. Yep.
I need one of those in order to erase it, but it'll always live rent free in my head.
Jesus, that's so fucked up.
And sometimes like it'll sit in the back of Right now, I just thought of an episode of SpongeBob.
Mm-hmm.
You know how in his head he's
goes
running
through
through the files?
Yeah.
Yes. I was gonna say it's like a file all the way in the back of my brain, and it'll always be there because like something would trigger it. Like if I talk about exes and I talk about like this conversation, that file cabinet will open.
Whoa.
And so it involved my dad, and it sucks because once you say it,
can't take it back.
you can't take it back.
It's like the concept of like crumbling a piece of paper. Like you uncrumble it, it's still a blank piece of paper that you can still write on it, but all the creases and crevices is still there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, but like, just be careful what you say because once you say it, you can't take it back.
Yeah, like at this age now, I'm very careful. I'm like very mindful of my partner and myself. But I gotta tell you, young Alvin was a savage.
Dang. Because once you say it, there's no amount of sorries that will cover that up.
Or even like, hey, I didn't mean it.
Yeah,
No,
that won't. Then why'd you say it?
You thought about it enough to say it. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Yeah.
No, it's bad. But I like that IG. I like that one. Like close your eyes and just imagine that you're older, and that also reminds me of there was this, I don't know where I saw it, but there was like Tom Hanks and a bunch of other celebrities at a table. Something like 16-year-old, you have to do your math homework. You're stressed out. That stress, it'll pass.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
Yep.
Right? You your first breakup. That feeling. It shall pass. Everything will pass. And that just reminded me of that, like when you get into a heated argument with your partner, it'll pass.
Yeah.
But depends what the argument's about. Like if it's a habit that you're doing and you're not fixing it, that's understandable.
Yeah, we could talk about it, but like to say like hurtful things or destructive things, I feel like when you just close your eyes and envision a life with that person, it really calms down the situation.
Yeah, and the way that I handle it, I like it to give it a couple hours before talking about it. I feel like I need my space.
I agree.
But didn't you want to fix it right away?
I am. I'm very confrontational.
Oh, okay.
Like if it bothers me, I want to address it.
Yeah.
And then fix it so that we can move on with our day. You know.
Because I remember talking about this in the previous episode. Because say you're going to Disneyland.
Yep.
And before even getting to Disneyland, you got into that heated argument, and then that confrontation. It's like, you have to fix it regardless.
Yep.
But that Disneyland trip is ruined.
Fucked.
It's so screwed.
Yeah.
Because like either you have time off and you kind of just spend time with each other side by side without talking as much, without interacting as much. And then like how I would do it is, let's say I'll put myself in the situation. We're going to Disneyland. We're getting a heated argument. How I'll handle it is we'll go to the park together, and I won't even talk to you. Like I'll be there. Like we'll do a couple things without communicating with each other.
That's I hate that.
Right? Like but then you can slowly get yourself in. Right? Like baby, let's get a churro.
Yeah,
or
but
baby,
we
let's
just
get a drink.
wasted like 2 hours.
Yeah, it won't be 2 hours. It'll be like, baby, you want to go on let's go on Matterhorn, or let's go on this, and then slowly you'll get her smiling again, and you're like, hey, are we good? Like, do you want to talk about it? Versus confrontation. I guess confrontation will work too.
Yeah,
will definitely work. Like, hey, let's talk about it right now before we go to the park.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. Like this morning, I took a little longer to get ready. I'm sorry, and I just want to let you know that. Let's have a good day today. Like I'm addressing it so that you're not mad at me, and we could just move on.
Damn, how can I be mad at that? That was good.
Yeah, see, but
that was straight good. That
I
was really
learned to do that.
Yeah.
As I got older.
Yeah.
Before, be like, dude, we're going to Disneyland. You don't want me to like.
Oh, so your delivery was ass.
And like I was very defensive at a young age, but now I try to put myself in their shoes, and I'm just trying to be more empathetic and compassionate. And I think it's been working out for me.
I bet it is. I think, when you mention empathetic,
yeah,
right, empathy versus sympathy, I think I was. Oh, I don't know if I want to mention it. Have you been with somebody who lacked empathy?
Yes.
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 So I have as well, and it's really rough because you're going through these emotions and they don't empathize.
No,
it.
they downplay it.
Yeah.
Like, stop being a bitch.
Yes. They're like, yeah, like wow. I don't know what else to say. That's like yeah, like they're belittling it,
Yeah.
right? Like either they don't understand or they're just like man up.
Yeah.
Kind of in a way, you know? But I'm like, dude, I'm so frustrated. Like I'm this and that. Like I care about this. And yeah,
You know what's
it's hard.
Yeah, you know what's really fucked up is I told you I've been growing as a person.
Yeah.
I've been more empathetic. I've been more compassionate. I've been more communicative too. Like just because I'm good at meeting people, networking, and things like that doesn't mean I'm good at expressing my feelings. I still grew up in an Asian household that we didn't talk about emotions, that we didn't talk about feelings. So like, how do you expect me to be able to even comprehend my feelings and then expressing it to you? You know what I mean? So then now I'm at the point where I can do that.
Yeah.
And I am
Same.
telling you like what hurts me, what makes me sad,
What makes me upset? Everything.
I talked to you about it, you know? And one time, this girl that I was dating, you know what she said to me? She said, "Why are you so sensitive?"
Yikes.
I was like, bitch, do you not know how long it took me to get to this point?
Why are you sensitive now? Now see their past is like dating people who weren't
never expressed anything.
Yeah. And that's why they're single. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like they never express anything, and a guy's not supposed to like express emotions, and the Asian culture and the Mexican culture, I feel like are like that, very traditional. Guys don't cry, don't talk about your feelings, just do the work, bring the bread home to your family.
Yeah.
Period. You know?
Yeah, I think if I can reflect really quick about me expressing my feelings, I think I still lack expressing like frustration. Like if something frustrates me, I kind of just let it pass.
You just brush it off.
I brush it off.
Does it come up later on though?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you an example. Not in a relationship, but this is just a regular friendship.
Okay.
I give you my schedule, like in detail, right?
Like I'm doing this. I have class. I have work this day. This
So I'll give you my weekly, not weekly, but I'll give you my how my term is like 10 weeks.
Pause. How do you do that? Because people always like, if I try to arrange like a lunch with someone, they're like, tell me your availability. And I'm not about to give you my entire weekly schedule. You know what I mean? How do you do that? Do you just take a screenshot of your calendar?
Yeah. So I put in my notes every first week of my term or before my week starts. I'll put in my school and work schedule, and you'll know when I'm free.
Okay, I got you.
So I sent her my schedule, school and work, right? It happened a few times, and the first time I kind of let it go. But she texted me and she goes, "What are you doing?" Right? Like, where are you at? Or what are you doing? And I'm like I want to tell her, if you look at the schedule I sent you, I'm at work. If you look at the schedule I sent you, I'm at school. Right? And I think the first time I kind of brushed it away, but it happened again. And I just didn't want to text back.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, I'm done. Like, what was the point of you asking for my schedule if you're not going to look at it or you're not going to use it at all? You know?
That's true. Because you're not being considerate.
Yeah, you're not. And that usually isn't me. I don't usually get frustrated over that, but for some reason it annoyed me.
Yeah.
It annoyed me so much.
Damn.
But that was a long time ago. That was old.
Yeah.
That was like a few years ago.
So in a relationship, if something like that were to happen, would you be able to address it, or do you still have a hard time?
I think in a relationship, I can address it. I'd be like, hey, babe, I kind of got annoyed today with you because you asked me like what I was doing, where I was at, when you clearly know my schedule. You know, because like in a relationship, you should know your partner's schedule. Not 100%, but you should know it, right?
Yeah.
Sorta. Would you make an effort to know your partner's schedule, or?
Oh, 100%. Like, it would be so... Because, you know, I'm really bad with the memory and I'm really bad with detail.
But you're really good with your calendar.
Yeah, so when I'm dating someone, I will put... Let me show you.
So I shout out to the calendar app on the iPhone, but I've been utilizing it a lot this year. Because as a nursing student, full-time nursing student and full-time...
so just read it. But I mean, don't read it out loud.
Yeah,
but just read it.
Full-time nursing student and then full-time work. It's rough to not use your calendar, because if you were to make plans with someone and then you don't put in, like, you think you have it in your head, and then when the time comes up, you're like, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
So really use your calendars.
So, like, this is someone that I dated in the past. I literally have what they like, you know, their shoe size, Starbucks order, Chick-fil-A order, their school schedule, everything, just so that I can be more considerate. So, like, if I want to surprise you, and bring you lunch, you know, in between your two breaks.
Yeah.
I know exactly what to get from Chick-fil-A. I know exactly what to get from, I don't know, wherever.
That's crazy, because the person I'm talking to right now, she actually put that notes on my name.
Yeah.
She took really, like, she even sent to me, like, I'm like, wow, those are really good notes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't write any notes myself, and I feel like I should. But yeah, I feel like I should write notes, like, for example, like what she doesn't like.
But you're so thoughtful. I feel like you'll remember those details. It's just because my memory is shit that I have to do that. You know what I mean?
I also like do small tricks to remember certain things. Call me a simp, but my password is her birthday.
What?
Just because, okay, I'm not saying I will forget her birthday. I'm not going to forget it. But it's like, you know? Like
I don't.
No? I don't know.
I've never done that.
No?
No.
I've done that in the past, too. Like, birthdays or anniversaries.
Yeah, back then as a kid, yeah. Like anniversaries.
I guess I'm a child
No,
still.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying... So you just recently changed your password?
Yeah. I recently just changed my password.
Yeah, you're a simp.
But
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's cute.
I'm not a if there's levels of simps, like, I'm not like a simp. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to say.
You know, I'm a simp. Don't get me wrong. Like, I like cute shit, but I'm not like simp. Simp where you act all, I don't know how to explain it. Like, babe.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love inside jokes. It's not fair for the audience to not know what the joke was.
I feel you. Yeah, you'll never catch me, like, if I'm fucking around, like, I'll send, like, the emoji of, like, the two fingers and, like, the little like, sob eyes. Ooh. Yeah. But like in seriousness, I would never send that to my significant other.
Yeah.
In seriousness. But that's just me. Like, nothing wrong with it.
But I like that note trick. I do. Like, you know, write certain things, like their schedule here and that. What also helps is, I know you don't like it, but sharing location. Yeah. Because, you know, you can just say, like, oh, they're at work or they're at home or I don't know, some shit. But I'm not using it to stalk.
Sure, I promise you're not. But what if she is? And what I'm saying is, like, and it's not a bad thing if she is. It's cool to, like, keep your man in check or whatever. Yeah. But hypothetically, say, like, what if I do want to surprise you?
It's hard because they're gonna be like, why are you at Walmart, or why are you at Target, or why are you at a jewelry store, like, or Tiffany's, or.
And once you've already shared your location, you can't take it back. I mean, you could turn off your location, but then you look hella sus.
True, because they're gonna be like, no location found.
Yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I'd rather not. But then here's the thing: if you're gonna say that, if that's your reasoning, you better be surprising her. Because you can't be like, you can't be like, oh, like,
you gotta have a legitimate reason. You can't be sus. Yeah. Like full on sus.
Yeah. So in the past, I have surprised my significant other at school or at her work and stuff like that. And that's why I don't share location with anyone.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that is, you are right. Because, in my past relationship, during our anniversary, we had each other's locations, and you know, I had to obviously turn it off, and then she'll text me like, "Why is your location off?" And then like there goes the surprise, you know.
Yep.
You kind of ruined it.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't lie to you.
Yep.
What am I gonna say? You know, what exactly am I gonna say?
Yeah.
I'm at a restaurant, or I'm at, like, you know, my schedule.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out and about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does ruin the surprise.
Because I've done this before where like I would call off work early to come home and cook you a home cooked meal, candle lit, get you flowers.
Yeah.
But if I share my location, she's gonna be like, "Oh, you're off early. Why are you home already?"
Or like, yeah, like, why didn't you text me or let me know that you're home?
Yeah.
And it just leads on to certain
Yeah,
things.
and just like it causes too much drama, and so to kind of save myself the trouble, I just don't share my location.
Yeah. Well, then you should stop sharing your location with me then.
Yeah, so public service announcement. Kenny is the only one that has my location right now.
Yes. And sometimes like and I don't even use it to if you saw my list, it's just like Instagram. It's just a social media.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's just to have. Like, I don't even check it. I really don't.
But you do.
No, I really don't. Okay, I'll check it to see like say like a friend's on their way and I have their location.
Yeah.
I would like to know like, oh, how far they're away.
Yeah.
ETA. You know? Then you don't have to text me 15 minutes or I'm down the street. I'll be like, oh, I know you're down the street.
I feel that.
You know? Like, I don't use it for that, or yeah, I guess you caught me when I'm hella bored. Yeah, I'll go on there and be like, oh, okay, they're sleeping.
It's human nature. We're nosy. We want to know like what people are doing, how our people are. That's why Instagram is popping. That's why Snapchat is popping. You know.
We're so nosy that if there was like a bunch of cops, like in like our neighborhood, I would go get our vacuum and start vacuuming the front or something.
Start washing the fruits outside.
Yeah. And just like look down the street. Such a chismoso, dude.
Yeah.
Let's going back to the breakups real quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, not thinking about it, I did do the 3 years. And I feel good.
And how did you cope? How did you bounce back from a breakup?
Yes, that's what we need to talk about. It was weird. I actually still stayed there after the breakup.
So you still lived with your ex?
Yeah. I still live with my ex after okay, I'll get into a little detail. So we actually took a break. So like I think we should take a break.
Okay.
And during that we should take a break without communicating it. I think we broke up like months later. Without even talking about it. It was kind of like, in my eyes, like she moved on.
Yeah.
You know? So I still lived with her after we broke up. And let me tell you, it was really difficult. Because we were in separate rooms. And, dude, I'll tell you right now, my mental health drained all the time.
I bet.
It drained. It was like walking on eggshells the moment I walked into that place.
Why?
Because I feel like if I say something, if I do something wrong, like I had to become a really good roommate. I couldn't be messy, right? Because then I will feel like I'll get kicked out. Because
it was like her name was on the lease?
it was her mother. Her mom's name was on the lease. I think so. I forgot whose name was on the lease.
But it was just like a room.
It was a condo. It was a 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, and I was just living there.
Gotcha.
So then, how I coped with it was I stayed in my room all the time, and she would actually, ask me like, "Hey, like I'm making this. Like, do you want dinner?" And I don't want to get into too much detail. But I didn't want to be part of it.
Obviously.
Yeah. I just stayed in my room. And actually, she got mad at me for staying in my room.
No, fuck
she was like,
that.
yeah, she was like, all you do is stay in your room.
And what is it to you?
Yeah, I'm like, let me.
Yeah.
I'm leaving you alone.
Yeah.
I'm legit leaving you alone. Like, I'm just in my room.
We're not together.
Yeah, we're not together, and like, I'm just in my room. Just let me be.
Yeah.
But she didn't like that.
That's crazy.
She didn't like that. I retaliated that. Yeah. So
that's not even retaliation though.
But not retaliation, but like she didn't like my answer.
Yeah.
You know? She didn't like my answer. Like, I just want to be in my room. Like, just leave me, you know.
Retaliation? Nah, I can't.
Okay, so then I finally moved out in Anaheim, and
Wait, so how long was that period for? How long did you live with her while being on this break, or like broken up?
I moved out a year and a half later. I actually lived there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I lived there for a year and a half. So we took this break literally before COVID. Okay, so 2020, the beginning of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved out into Anaheim summer of 2021. Yes, I lived there for a year and a half, and I finally moved out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so within that year and a half, I would tell you my mental health was really drained. It was really fucked. Really bad.
I could imagine.
It got worse, actually. It got even, if you think it was that low, it even got lower when I moved out, because I had to start from the bottom.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I slept on
refurnished.
Yeah, I meant when I start from the bottom, as in everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So like to having a washer and dryer inside your unit, to have a kitchen, to have a big refrigerator, to have a nice bed, and a nice computer setup, everything. To living in the room, no kitchen, no washer dryer. The washer dryer was inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a computer for like 3 to 4 months, and this is coming from like, because I play a lot of video games.
Mm-hmm.
So just imagine those 3 to 4 months.
Like withdrawals.
Just imagine coming home to the room and not being able to play video games because you don't have all the stuff to set it up. Because you're broke, right? You have to now pay rent a couple $100 more, and you just have to budget. And this was also the time where I went out a lot. So I guess part of
your city boy phase.
Yeah. No, yeah, maybe. Part of coping was going out a lot. going out a lot. Going out like Rewind a lot. Rewind, I think all the time, but Rewind, Commissary. Well, Commissary
like
wasn't
events, right? Like
yeah,
observatory
events
and stuff like that.
And I would be. That's why like I didn't have a gaming computer, or not gaming computer, but gaming setup for a long time, because when I go out, I'm just buying people drinks.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, like,
you want a drink?
Yeah,
you want a drink?
Yeah, like, hey, like you want, no, but not to girls, to my friends.
I know.
Like, I remember sometimes you would hit me up to go out,
and I was just gonna say that it's like because of that we got closer, and that led to this right now.
Yes, exactly. And I will buy you shots and I will buy you drinks at Rewind, and that's what delayed me being able to buy like my own mattress, my own bed frame, like the TV that I have right now. I don't know. I think this is a 55-inch or 50-inch. I never used it at my Anaheim place because I had no room. Like, where am I gonna put it? You remember seeing that small ass room? So I coped by just going out and being broke most of the time. I would eat out because I had no kitchen. I was just not loving myself.
Yeah.
The first few months living there, but then. Shout out to my mom. She heard about the whole situation with me and my ex.
Like, she knows everything?
The
entire
not entire thing. My mom doesn't know the entire thing. My sister does. My sister and my brother Jimmy does, but my mom doesn't know the entire thing. She just knows that
you guys broke up.
That we broke up, and then I moved out. And she was asking me stuff like like, what do you have there? What do you have in your room? And I'm like, I'm sleeping on an air mattress.
Oh, you were sleeping on an air mattress?
Yeah, so I didn't have a mattress at all. I was on an air mattress, and it was rough, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because as soon as you wake up, you're on the floor. Oh.
I know.
And I have to pump it in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta pump in the morning, and I'm laying there, and I'm just like, right. And then I have to close it, and then I'm sleeping, and it feels good to once it's pumped back up. But then also imagine no AC, right? So during the summer, it was really hot in that room.
Jeez.
So air mattress on the floor, no kitchen, none of that stuff. And then my mom found out that. She actually got mad at me. She goes, "Why is my son sleeping on the floor?" So then she was like, "Hey, like, let me buy you a mattress." So she bought me the full.
Oh.
Yeah, she bought me that, and then Erickson actually gave me his frame. He was moving out, and Erickson and I have the same bed size. He had a full, and this is a full, and I decided to. It was either when I bought the mattress, it was either a full or a queen.
Yeah,
and I was thinking so selfish that I'm like. I think I'm just going to be single for a few years. So I don't need a queen or a king. I think a full would be perfect for me.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want a twin size bed.
Yeah.
You know? That's like, just in case I have people over. Just in case. Right? Just in case. Like, I thought about it. I don't think I'm going to have a partner for a long time.
Just in case I have an orgy.
So I was like, queen or full. I wish if I can go back, I wish I got a queen.
I agree.
I feel like a queen is a really good size.
Yeah, see, I have a queen, and I think it's a good size.
It's a perfect size. I'm always like in the morning coming over to cuddle.
Yeah, we could just literally lay together.
But full size. So I got a full, and I worked my way up. I started not going out as much.
Oh.
Yeah, I started not going out as much, and started the new job as well. So and then I started having more money. With the new job. It was like a huge pay raise for me.
Yeah.
And then I was able to finally build my computer again, and then started like rearranging my room, buying the carpet on the floor that I have now, like started just building myself again.
Yeah.
Right. And this is also the time where I had to learn how to eat by myself, right? Steakhouse by myself. Yeah. Breakfast, everything. You have to learn how to love yourself because no one else is going to do it besides you. So that's part of my coping. So at first it was rough. But then starting to like learn how to budget your money, learning how to be smart with your finance, and then just continue and then start loving yourself.
Yeah.
And then now I'm here. I'm at this place and I am happy.
Yeah.
And that's how I coped.
Damn.
Right? So the beginning was a struggle.
Yeah.
But then you eventually will build yourself back up.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. How did you cope it? What did you do?
You know what? Part of my experience was just like you. I really had to relearn how to love myself because when I was with someone for that long, you did everything with them. You know what I mean? And so I started like going to the movies by myself. I started going to like restaurants by myself and enjoying the experience, not being hard on myself, not being down on myself. Like, damn, why are you eating by yourself?
Yeah.
And not reaching out to people. It's just enjoying that peace and quiet and just me time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At that point, I started reading more like leadership books as well. And then I also started picking up like going to the gym more often. So I would go like at 5 a.m. every morning.
Damn.
Yeah, before I go to work. And just bettering myself. And then I got into TikTok. And then I started posting more content. I started like creating, dances and challenges and things like that on TikTok. So I finally found like my artistic side again because, I did take a small break. And I guess I was just doing like a lot of things to love myself. And when you start loving yourself, it projects.
Yeah.
Like, I think that energy is contagious. And that's when like the magic happens. That's how you're able to find like the next person is because you're so okay with not being desperate, not looking for something.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm in the same situation. Like I'm not, I mess around a lot. I'm like, like.
But you're not like desperate.
Yeah, like I'm not like going through it every night. I'm not crying myself to sleep.
Yeah.
Like I'm proud of where I am right now, and I want to continue growing. I want to continue experiencing life, and when that person comes, then that person will come. But I'm not in any kind of rush because I want to make sure that I'm healing like appropriately.
going back to the way I cope things after during the on the break, I actually had no friends. It was just me and her, and that was it. Like,
because you burned a lot of your bridges.
I burned almost all of the bridges. And they know too. Like, if they're watching this and they're listening to this, they know who they are, who I burned.
Yeah.
I burned almost all of them.
Damn.
Almost. And like, I didn't talk to them as much. Like, even if we talked, like, I couldn't make time to go and hang out with you, because if I do, she'll be like, she'll just be toxic and be like, why are you hanging out with them?
Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm still single is because the person that I was with forced me to start burning bridges.
Yeah.
And I couldn't because those bridges define me. You know what I mean?
And it wasn't forced. It was like really passive. It was like I choose to be on her side so that I can fix this relationship.
Damn.
And I burned the bridges. But here's the thing, like, after moving out, I rekindled. A lot of people rekindled with me. I rekindled with like my childhood friend. I rekindled just a lot of people. So the people who I'm close to today are the people that I rekindled with. Yeah. And you were just saying something that I want to talk about too. Before I talked about like my friends, I forgot what it was. Something about your healing stage. That you're still healing. Oh yeah. Damn, I'm really good at tracking my
files.
I'm gonna hype myself up real quick. The healing part. Do you believe? I asked you this before, and I've read this on like a bunch of different articles and books and TikTok and social media that you can actually, maybe the healing is taking too long because you need to be with someone that can actually heal that part. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a lot to kind of wrap around. But let's say like you'll sit down and you ask yourself like, man, why am I healing? Why is this healing taking so long? Maybe you just need to find a partner that can actually heal that part.
I believe that.
Right?
I believe that. But I think it needs to be at a certain percentage. Like at 85%, if you're 85% healed or 90% healed, that person can probably help you. If you're barely just like at 50%, you're baggage to that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even do 50%. Because then you're like, okay, you're doing a lot more work than you need to.
Exactly.
But if they're almost healed and they're starting to like step out of the house, to step out, again.
Yeah.
For sure they can probably heal it.
I agree. So I saw this other thing on Instagram and I wanted to ask you this. Has nothing to do with breakups.
Yeah, that's okay. This is a podcast where we talk about random things sometimes.
If you had the ability to suck yourself.
If I had the ability to suck myself, I have a story about that. Not about me though.
What do you think you'd feel more? Sucking? The act of sucking?
I think,
or the pleasure of being sucked?
So in my head, I'm actually thinking about sucking my own. Like in my head, I'm visualizing right now.
Yeah. So what experience would you feel more? The act or the receiving?
I think the receiving. I think the receiving.
Like you wouldn't think like, there's something in my mouth.
Is that a coping mechanism? Dude, if you were able to do that, would you do that to cope after a breakup?
No, bro. There's like flashlights for that. Come on. And like I read in the comments.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
The pinned comment was, "Don't do that. Your back hurts."
Okay, I think something's in my mouth. I think I can't not imagine it. You would definitely feel more of the receiving. I think, in my honest opinion, right? Because like, you have your own dick in your mouth. It's just a dick in your mouth.
Yeah.
Because you don't have. Okay, this is gonna sound really wrong, but if you were to get a wiener, a sausage,
Yeah.
right, or a hot dog,
Okay.
and you put it in your mouth like you're sucking on it,
Uh-huh.
you don't really have that kind of nerves like your penis.
Oh.
That's why you'll feel more the receiving it than giving it, because it's just a meat in your mouth,
Oh.
right? Just be open minded.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, be open minded. Just think about you having a hot dog in your hand.
Yeah.
And like do the act.
Yeah.
You're it's just in and out, maybe back of your throat, but you have. Okay, I have
the back of your throat.
I have two things
crazy.
I have two things to go about that. But you have more you have more nerves on there.
Yeah, 100%. So in that standpoint, I get it.
I went like deeper than it had to be.
Yeah,
It was this,
back of the throat deep.
So here's the two things I want to go off of. If you can remind me, one of this is about my exam today.
Okay.
Just like the number 9. Just think of the number 9.
Okay.
If I forget it. So the first story I want to say is I had I don't say schoolmate, classmate, a guy I went to school with.
Uh-huh.
Rumors said that he could suck his own dick.
Yo.
And I mean we're in middle school. Like you don't want to go up to him and be like, hey, I heard you could suck your own dick.
Yeah.
It was just like you hear the rumor and then you kind of just live with it and you kind of just giggle.
I heard you could suck your own dick. How about you suck my dick?
And I think I think the another rumor was that he didn't have
like rib cages?
like he had rib cages, but I think he didn't have like the bottom ones where he's able to bend all the way down. But even if you can bend all the way down, like even if you can bend, like if my head and my chest can actually make it to my knees. My penis isn't long enough to reach to my knees. But if you think about it, like, see where I'm sitting?
Yeah.
If my head goes right here, that means my dick has to be right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
unless your dick curves up.
Oh yeah, you're right. So that was a rumor. I never confirmed it with him, but that was a rumor I heard. And then the gag number 9. So today I had an assessment head to toe, and we had to
gag each other.
Technically, we did. So one of the cranial nerves. I'm gonna go nerd real quick. One of the cranial nerves for gag reflex is cranial nerve number 9. We had to test on each other, but we didn't have to actually gag each other. We used the wooden
the popsicle stick.
Yeah, and then we had to like, if we wanted to gag each other, we can. We'd let them know like I'm gonna gag you, and if you gag, then you have cranial nerve 9.
Yeah.
Is present.
Isn't that the uvula?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
At least I don't think so. I mean, even when you brush your teeth, you don't really hit your uvula. No. Do you?
Yeah, I'm going.
Can you use that as a thumbnail? Can you? No, because when I brush my teeth and I need to clean out my tongue,
Yeah.
I would gag, but I'm not touching the punching bag.
Oh.
That's just like the back of my tongue, and I still gag.
Oh.
I think it just might be like I don't know, your tonsils. I don't know what.
That
I
is
don't
a
know.
tonsil, right? The punching bag is a tonsil?
No, tonsils are on the side.
Oh.
So you have the punching bag, and then the side are tonsils, and those are the ones that get swollen when you have like a strep throat or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, your tonsils will get, and you can get those removed too. So some people are born with tonsils that are way too big that they have trouble, like it gets infected easily, or they have trouble swallowing, and they can get those removed.
Yeah, my friend just got hers removed.
Yeah, and I don't know if it'll affect gag reflex or anything, but I'm not sure. I gotta ask my professor. If they don't gag, like if they don't have a gag reflex, what does that mean about the cranial nerve 9?
Yeah.
I never looked into it. I gotta ask.
And then I also know like the tonsils, if you get it removed, like you snore less. Like my cousin had a huge snoring problem, so she got her tonsils removed, and now she snores less.
Like not as loud or less?
Not as loud.
We talked about this, but also weight too.
Yeah.
If you lose like a lot of weight.
So you calling my cousin fat?
No. Dude, I said no with a straight as face, but I knew you were gonna laugh, and so I had to laugh. No, I'm not calling.
I don't think you've even met her.
Yeah, so I can't.
Asshole. She's coming for my birthday. I'm gonna tell her.
No. But no. It had not, I mean, part of it, like if you do ever like gain weight in the future,
Yeah.
like a lot of weight, your neck starts to get big, and then you block the airway.
Yeah, more chins.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate you. But yeah, that's all I have for the gag. And then, but that. What about you?
Do I
You
gag?
never. No, the question of would you feel it more in the mouth?
Oh no, I agree with you. Now that
Okay.
you broke it down, I never thought about it. I saved that video just so we could talk about it. I didn't put much thought to it.
So you're gonna unbookmark it now, right?
Yeah, totally. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I have more nerves. Obviously, I'm gonna feel it more.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I am uncircumcised, and I heard
God, bro, what?
no, because
That was so left field.
no,
Like we're literally talking.
no, because we're gonna talk about the senses real quick, the sensory, the nerves. I heard that if you're uncircumcised, you feel it more down there during intercourse.
Yeah, obviously, because you have a little like turtle head.
But wait, turtle. Oh, okay.
Sorry, turtleneck.
But because like when you actually get circumcised, you lose a lot of the nerves.
Yeah.
That yeah, and so
Because
like,
over time, the friction on your
Not the-
briefs, boxers, it creates like a layer of like thicker skin.
it's just what they snip off. Like I think that's like important with the nerves.
Oh,
That's all I mean, I might be ignorant, but I think that's what I heard correctly.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna go with that? That's it?
Yeah, I just okay, something dude, my brain, I have random thoughts, I have random memories that pop up. Like today when we were driving, I was just spitting random like things at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I have ADHD or ADD.
No.
I don't think I have any of that. Oh, butterfly. I'm just kidding. Anything else would, or what do you recommend coping mechanisms out there break up? Do you have any recommendations? Any tips?
I think just learning to love yourself and learning to love solitude.
And is part of loving yourself like loving to like be by yourself?
Yeah, like for me, I have a really hard time being by myself. Like in the last episode, we talked about batteries recharging and things like that.
Yeah.
I recharge my social battery by being around people. So when I'm trying to love myself, I need to learn to just be on my own. And although my battery charges a lot slower when I'm by myself, like I still have to go through that process so that I can reflect and see, what went right, what went wrong, so that my next relationship is more likely to succeed, So I think that's where I'm coming from, is just love yourself. I think reading is really good, or listening to podcasts like the Got Me in the Chokehold podcast. That's really good.
I heard they got like
Way to
7
cope.
episodes out.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
And then just like discovering new passions, right? Like if you have like new hobbies, new, I know a lot of people are into like rock climbing now.
I've been seeing that.
Yeah.
I've been seeing people on Instagram rock climbing a lot.
Yeah.
Or free, I don't know what's called, bouldering.
Yeah.
When they
indoor rock climbing.
Yeah.
Just do something that will make you better.
Did I ever tell you I hate reading?
Really? No, you didn't tell me.
I hate reading. So like if you were to tell me to read as a coping mechanism, I'm going to use that as the last resort.
What about audio books?
Never tried it.
I think you'd like it.
Yeah? I don't know. I'm down to listen to podcasts. Would that be like similar?
Yeah, I think so. Just something that will generate new knowledge.
I think I struggle in comprehension. So like if I were to read an audiobook, I don't think I remember what the chapter was talking about because I was zoned out. Unless it's an interesting book.
This is something that I agree. And there's not a lot of, leadership books I like. Books about personal wealth, wealth gain, things like that I like. But yeah, there's not a lot of good books.
But when I was a kid, I enjoyed it. Like all the Harry Potter books.
Did you enjoy taking AR tests?
No,
I hated it. With that passion.
Like I there was always that student that like will pass it within like a couple of days. Like they'll read like this book
like the
within
Harry Potter book.
Yeah, within like 4 days.
Yeah,
and then they'll take the exam and then they'll pass and then they level up. Loser. I was always on the.
I was 1 grade younger. In AR. Like if I'm in 4th grade, my AR reading level is 3rd grade level.
What I used to do is the book choices. I would look at the page numbers. And see what page number was like the least that I can take an exam and like and level up.
You know what was my favorite AR tests? The books that I would read? Captain Underpants.
Oh yeah, I love those. Captain Underpants for sure.
I had like so many pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I loved the Harry Potter books, and in middle school, believe it or not, I read Twilight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I read Twilight because a bunch of girls were reading it. And it's part of the
just
game.
wanted to fit in.
Yeah, it was part of like I want to relate. Like let me read it, and I actually like Twilight.
Yeah,
it's obviously the chick.
So are you like a vampire person or a werewolf person?
I'm a werewolf person. I like wolves.
The Jacob, huh?
Yeah, Jacob. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. I like to watch the ones where he transfers or transforms into the wolf.
It's like those old books, the Metamorph.
Yes. And it was just cool just to see, like, I don't know, I just like wolves. I don't know why.
But like based on what Twilight wrote, you're still for the werewolves?
I'm still for the werewolves. Even if they smell like dog, they smell like I just like wolves. Mm-hmm. That's why like my tattoo idea is to have half the werewolf
that's howling.
Mm-hmm. But half of the werewolf is geometric.
Whoa, that's cool.
I think I've shown you.
No,
I'll show you next time or later today. Like huskies. I love huskies because they resemble wolves. They have part of their DNA is like wolf.
Well, that's tight.
But they shed.
Yeah, they
shed way too much. So if I were to ever get a husky in the future, maybe carpet would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know,
but and you would get on your right leg.
It was a calf. It was one of my calf. I think it was the right calf or not. It doesn't matter which calf.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really. It looked really cool. I have it on my phone. Damn. I'll show it to you later. But I just can't commit to it because I don't know how it's gonna look 20, 30, 40 years from now.
Fuck it.
I don't know if my calf is gonna like sag.
It definitely will.
And I don't know, it'll be like a wolf into like a old wolf.
Sad wolf.
Sad wolf. It's not howling more, it's howling down. It's sucking his own dick.
Flaccid. Its neck is flaccid.
But yeah. So yeah, wolves for sure. How about you? Vampire or wolves?
I want to say Team Jacob, but I'm Team Edward.
Why?
I just think they're so cool. Like the way that they move.
Like they're fast running.
They glow.
Oh, in the light.
In the light, and they're just like so strong.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I just think they have more. They're overpowered.
They are.
Yeah.
And I think in the movies, like they display both werewolves and vampires like equal power in a way, but for sure vampires had its advantages.
Yeah.
Right, because they have like a smaller body and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're rich.
Oh yeah, they are.
Whereas
rich.
the wolves are like normal,
they live in like
poverty.
They live in like a cabin and they drive like beat up trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Still want to be a wolf because I also got into the show Teen Wolf too, and I finished the whole series.
Damn.
The movie came out, I watched it right away. When I watched Vampire Diaries.
You watched that?
Yeah, I did. I watched Vampire Diaries and. Whenever there's like a wolf scene, like I was always like, "Oh, cool! Finally a wolf," you know? Because I always like the werewolves and vampire. Like even the movie, I forgot the movie name, Underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's about werewolves and
vampires.
and I was always cheering for werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, vampires they're whatevers.
I feel that.
Yeah, it was dope.
Damn.
Yeah.
Going back to breakups, you know what people never talk about is when you break up, you lose friends.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we just talked about that, but it wasn't like that. Like, I didn't lose friends from burning bridges during the relationship. I lost friends because those were the friends that I met through her.
Oh, okay. But check this out though. I was in a relationship where we were as a couple. We made friends as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
When we broke up, I never told them. I never gave them an option either. I told them like I kind of just let it be, and some of them actually came on my side because they didn't like what she did to me. And even after what she did to me, the friends that went with her, I always wonder why like she did me dirty.
Yeah.
Why did you go over there?
And you know what I mean? Yeah, that's 100%. But what if, hypothetically, in a different world, what if she didn't do you dirty? Like my ex, she didn't do me dirty. We just broke up mutually, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we be friends? Like, yeah, she was the one that was the connector to our friendship. But the memories that we made, the laughs that we had, the moments that we had, the dinners that we had without her.
I think the next topic we should talk about is girl code and guy code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And it's...
Because that's part of girl code. Maybe.
But these are guys.
Oh. Well.
Bitches. You're a bitch.
They're not guy code or girl code. I think that's just friend code.
Yeah, but how is that? Like, we broke up mutually. Like, yeah, like we're both hurting. Like, I thought you were my friend too, you know?
Behind closed doors, she might have said something or they heard something from other people. Like, no, don't be friends with him.
Maybe. We
don't know what's behind closed doors. Otherwise, if you were that cool with them, then you guys would have continued to be friends.
That's facts. But it's like, it's always like they try to reassure me through like DMs and texts, like, "Oh, I hope you're doing well. I miss you. Like, let's hang out soon."
And then it never
But it never happens. Even if like you try to initiate.
I'll talk.
Yeah. So it's like you're really fake. Like, and I don't really like. I don't have time to fuck with that kind of energy. You know what I
mean? But the whole friends thing, like, yeah, I mean, I lost. If I'm thinking about all my exes right now, well, the recent one, obviously her friends, like the one that she made, like growing up through high school, through colleges, they are still hanging out with her, right? We do have a few friends that
overlap.
That like we have our buddy Twan. We do have a Twan in my friend group. but she doesn't hang out with me as much. Like, we'll talk. She just graduated from nursing school. Like, well, I'll say congratulations to her. I'll say happy birthday. I'll check on her here and there, but not as much as she hangs out with my ex. Yeah. But we do also, but like her friends that she met in like high school are with her.
And I'm so disappointed because, like, especially when you're with someone for so long, those become your friends too, you know? And all of a sudden now we're not together. Like, oh, we can't kick it anymore. We can't be friends. I think there's I'm still trying to grasp that concept because for me, I still like, if I'm friends with you, I'm friends with you. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to abandon you just because you and your girl broke up. Yeah. You know what I mean? I
mean, if I was in their shoes, I'm like, we made our own memories.
We did. Like, without her. Like, we went out to, like, places. We did things without her.
Like, why can't we be friends, you know? Yeah. Like, if she doesn't like it, then, I mean, she'll let you know, and then you can do whatever you want from there. Maybe that's why. Maybe the ex didn't like it. Maybe there was a conversation, like, behind closed doors, you know? Behind closed doors that we don't...
Which... I want to think like I know my ex like that. Like, that she wouldn't do that. Yeah. But maybe she did, you know, and I will never know. Yeah. All I know is, like, the fact of the matter is I'm just very disappointed in the people that I invested time, memories, laughter, everything with, just for them to turn their backs on me as soon as, like, me and my ex didn't work out.
Yeah.
And it's not like I cheated on her. It's not like she cheated on me. It was a mutual breakup. I would understand if I did her really wrong.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, fuck this guy. Like,
Yeah.
he did her so wrong. But if it was a mutual breakup, we both understood we're like that. We just didn't see life like that together anymore. Why?
What about your friends? Oh yeah, you do have some friends that still.
My friends still fuck with her. You know, my friends still invite her to things and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, because I pick good friends. You know what I mean? I pick people that are not gonna judge.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Low key, the friends that you lost, fake. Low key.
Yeah.
Low key, very fake. And that sucks.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Again, that's life.
Yeah.
You know.
That is life, man. And I think it's also a blessing because, like, why would I want fake energy around me?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna look out for me when I'm at my lowest, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that's rough. Like all the memories you made with them, the laughter, the events, everything.
Every cabin trip, everything.
Just everything, every event, every hike, whatever, everything.
Yeah.
To just because of a mutual breakup.
Yeah.
Like now you chose your side.
You fucked.
You couldn't even be in the middle at least, you know, or meetups here and there. Like you're not asking to be like your best friend.
No.
You're just asking like, dude, like let's just continue to be friends because
be mature adults.
Because I'm pretty sure you were probably vulnerable with them at one point too. Like
very.
Yeah. See.
You know, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that's how it is, but sometimes it takes for a situation like that for the universe to show you like who really has your back and who doesn't.
Yeah. And those who have your back, for sure, like they don't ask for anything.
No. It's like that unconditional love.
Yeah, they don't ask for anything.
Yeah, and that's why I fuck with Heavy. I do want to speak about guy code and girl code on the next episode. Yeah. I think that's something that's really great that we can unpack and kind of share with our audience what we think guy code is,
and then what we think what girl code is,
what we've experienced from girl code.
Yeah, for sure, that'd be dope. That'd be a really good episode to talk about.
Yeah,
and because we also have like some topics where we can discuss like some people don't even follow guy code.
Yeah,
and it really frustrates us.
Bitches, fucking hate.
And it frustrates us. But
yeah, because you're supposed to respect the code, man.
Yeah, respect the code. There used to be an MTV show called Guy Code, right?
Really? I don't know.
It was I don't know. I have
Maybe.
to look it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
But hey, we appreciate you guys being here for this long. Make sure that you guys drop a comment down if you guys related to a certain point or if you guys want us to talk about something else for the next episode. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.